Chapter 16. So can you give me an update again on what happened here while I'm gone? Asked Argent to everyone in the room. Tilda, where should I start? Do you remember the spirits that you and Sylvia-chan brought? They became new races while you were away. Gunther-kun, have the two be brought here? Twilight said. Understood. Gunther bowed and went outside the room to bring the two. After a few minutes, two people came with Gunther. We welcome your arrival, Argent-sama. The two bowed. Are these the two spirit lords from before? They seem stronger. Hey, they're class 6. Twilight, these two. They're class 6, said Argent. Class 6 lowest is an awakened claymon. The highest is a true dragon. The ranking system is still vague since true dragons rarely rampage. Yet, the two former spirit lords are awakened claymon level. Yes, that's right. They are the strongest of their kind. Let me introduce them to you, proudly said Twilight. This here is Enki-kun, the former Flame Lord. Quote, It has been a while, Argent-sama. I hope that you remember me, bowed Enki. And this here is Siren-chan, the former Water Lord. It is a pleasure to see you again, Argent-sama. I am pleased with your safe revival, bowed Siren. Why, yes, the pleasure's mine. Hey, a question. Why are they respectful to me? They should be stronger than me currently at least, said Argent, looking at Twilight. Twilight shrugged his shoulders. Apparently they wish to become your subordinates. They said that even if they became stronger than you still defeated them and have already sworn loyalty to you. Wait. You mean if you defeat us will submit, thing is them pledging their loyalty to me? Asked Argent, confused. Yes, confirmed the two. We are at your disposal. The two took a knee. What the hell kind of development is this? Sigh, whatever. For now. Continue to help Twilight with the research in this facility. And after that make your own settlements for your kind so your numbers increase. Ordered Argent. That would be impossible, Tilda, said Twilight gloomingly. For some reason, their kind can't reproduce. I haven't found any way to change this, and there probably isn't any. Is that so? Well, just follow the first order for now, said Argent to the two. Understood. Then how many are there? Asked Argent to Twilight. We planned on making 1,000 of them each. But they are more complicated and harder to make than the elves. So for now the mark is 500 Enkis and Sirens. I see, nodded Argent. Anything else I need to know? Quote, Well, there was some world disaster that happened about 100 years ago, but that's not the point. The point is we were tasked by Veldanava-sama to increase the numbers of this attacker. This attacker was the incarnation of the earth. Evil god. The Seraphim and Veldanava-sama took care of him. Veldanava-sama split the evil god into 3 people. They were the true giants. 2 of the 3 have reformed from their old ways. But the last one continued his rampage on the planet, which Veldanava-sama punished him by sealing him. We were given some samples of their flesh and blood, and were ordered to create more true giants. I see. Any progress on their creation? Asked Argent. It seems their composition is different from the spirits that we are used to using. That's why it's taking longer than usual. At the pace we're going, it will take 500 years to make a pair of them, said Luminous. Or we could make an inferior version of the true giants and just make giants like with my elves. That should cut the pace by half, suggested Sylvia. We are still debating on that part. There isn't a need to rush the decision anyway, said Luminous. Well, let's focus for now on the spirits. Once all the elements have been made to races, is the only time you should make the true giants, said Argent. Focusing on too many things at once will only waste resources. I'll tell Veldanava this. Quote, as expected of RG-kun tilde. Well, will you be staying once the term is finished? Asked Twilight, in which everyone's eyes were locked on to Argent. After the term is finished, I'm planning on leaving. Getting stuck in research has made me weaker. I'm planning on getting stronger once I get out of here, said Argent. Everyone understood where he was coming from. So no one voiced any complaints, even Luminous and Twilight. But Argent added, in which everyone look at him again. I'll visit from time to help with the research whenever I'm free or bored. Excellent tilde. RG-kun. You're always welcome here. You are one of the best researchers in this facility after all, Twilight happily said. It has been years since that conversation. Argent's term has finally finished. He is now leaving the facility. The others are with him outside to see him off. You two stay here for now. And gain knowledge? I'll return for you two once you've become useful, Argent said to the two former spirit lords. Understood, Argent-sama. Make sure to visit, okay? Learn new cooking for us as well, said Sylvia. You better visit, whispered Luminous to Argent. That was all she said and returned to everyone's side. Bye-bye, RG-kun, waved Twilight. Argent said his farewell and left the place. The first thing he needed to do is to go to Veldanava. Normally, he should have went to him after his revival. However, he wanted to finish his contract with Twilight first, before it gets interrupted again. Veldanava wasn't in the mountains where he was normally found. Then he remembered from Velzard about Veldanava's true home. The Heavenly Star Palace in heaven, the place of beginnings. That is where he was planning to take me, right? Muttered Argent. He remembered the general direction of the place and flew there. After flying in that direction and looking for anything that may attract his suspicion, he saw a large tower. He got closer to the tower and landed on the ground. Stop right there, said someone. His eyes are bright blue and his hair a marine blue color. His 2 meters height and muscled solid body plus his tendency to never mask his aura give him the appearance of someone capable of shattering mountains with his bare hands. The magicules in this guy is crazy. Not enough to match a true dragon's, but still. That's a lot if I'm using true dragons as a comparison. Who are you? Asked another man beside the first. This one had a sword with him. Why are you here? Quote, I'm Argent, a friend of Veldanava. I'm looking for him. Is he currently in there? Pointed Argent to the large tower. If so, could you tell him that I'm back? The man was looking at Argent suspiciously. He contacted Veldanava using thought communication. Veldanava-sama has said that you may enter, said the man. He opened the gate and led Argent inside. The Heavenly Star Palace is a tiny, flat world. It resides inside the sphere's inner surface, with the Earth's lower half and the sky's upper half. It has a temperate temperature with no 4 seasons, is fewer than 100 square kilometers in size, and features a stunning chalk castle. That, though, was ideal. The fruit did not decay. The flowers did not wither. The water was pure. And the soil was moist because of this. There were always flower fields in bloom. And the scant trees produced sweet, aromatic, and heavenly fruits. There was no sense of change in this universe where it appeared that time had frozen. You must be Argent-sama, bowed with what seems to be an angel. Quote, ? You're not Veldanava, said Argent. The angel in question has a similar appearance to Veldanava. Instead of the black hair with white glitter, The angel has silvery hair and a much sharper eyes than Veldanava. I'm the Seraphim Feldway. Veldanava Sama made me using his own appearance, said Feldway. Please follow me. Feldway guided Argent to a gazebo in the garden at the back of the castle. Veldanava could be seen there leisurely drinking tea and reading a book. Veldanava Sama. Excuse my rudeness. I have brought Argent Sama as you have ordered, bowed Feldway. It was a surreal scene seeing two people having the exact appearance with the hair color being the only difference. But Argent just ignored it. Good work. Bring Late here and return to your post, said Veldanava to Feldway, in which Feldway bowed and left. Well, Argent. It sure has been a while. Sorry about my younger sister. It was a misunderstanding, said Veldanava. Well, it's fine for now. I do still have a grudge in how I died though, replied Argent as he sat down to a chair opposite to Veldanava. In how you died, huh? Well, anyway, what do you think of this place? Veldanava changed the topic. Argent looked around the place. Well, the only word I could think of is a paradise. A real-life paradise for living beings. Weather that doesn't cause disasters. Land that doesn't lose its fertility. And the view as well. Argent listed down the things that caught his attention when he was asked to describe the place. Veldanava listened happily for the compliments that his home received. The two chatted for a few more minutes until Late finally arrived. I am happy to see you in perfect health, Argent Sama, said Late. Veldanava looked at Late in disbelief. This girl. She didn't even greet me and went directly to Argent. Your true feelings are leaking, you know. Oh. It has been a while, Late. I see your ego is maturing well as expected, Argent replied to Late, who sat down to the chair next to him. Well, now that Late is here, let's talk about your job, Argent. Veldanava got serious. While you were gone, another gate appeared. Actually, it's very recent. About half a century ago, I guess. Of course, since you were gone. And because it was Velgrin's fault, I took the liberty in going in your place. You can get the details of the world from Late later, said Veldanava. And what was in the other side of the gate? Asked Argent. Veldanava looked at Late, signaling her to continue the story. Late nodded and faced Argent. The other side of the gate is a universe that has only started civilizations. It seems that the creator of this world has died. From the speculation of Veldanava Sama, the creator was a mutated combination of different spirits that incarnated in a high human body before being placed in that universe, said Late. We have talked with the inhabitants of the world, especially with Fuxi and Nuwa, who created humanity. They said that the creator, or as they call it, the primordial god named Pangu, and that the resources of the world made up its dead body. Of course, this are just stories said by someone, so take it with a grain of salt. I did, however, sense some magical and skill-based effect on the world. So in some ways, their story might be true, added Veldanava. Also, they have submitted to me, so don't worry about any trouble with them. I've also told them about you, and that you might visit someday. Argent processed the information that he just received. He then thanked the two. Sorry about this. It's just my second job and I'm already skipping work. Ha ha ha. Don't worry, like I said, it wasn't your fault, was it? Laughed Veldanava. Indeed, it was Velgrin Sama's fault for attacking you. Next time I swear to protect you, joined Late. Also, Argent, I've realized how strong the other universes and worlds truly are. And that's why you really need to incarnate to the body I gave you, so you can become much more durable. Veldanava stood up. Follow me. The other two followed Veldanava. The three went inside the castle. The interior was just as beautiful as the exterior of the castle. The craftsmanship of just the hallways and corridor were work of art. They then went to one of the rooms. Inside the room is a body inside a capsule. What do you think? Presented Veldanava. I dare say this is one of my masterpiece. There are others as well, like Feldway's body and other weapons that are all my masterpieces. Agent got closer and scanned the body inside the capsule. It has an appearance similar to himself. In this way his appearance won't change even if he incarnated into it. Do you like it? The bones are made of dragotite. It's magic ore that is bathed in my aura, so it should be stronger than normal dragotite. That should strengthen it by a lot. The flesh is made off some of my flesh and blood, explained Veldanava. Argent looked at Veldanava. Are you insane? Why would you place your flesh and blood on some demon? Quote, ha ha ha, it's fine. It's fine, laughed Veldanava. It's not because I was too immersed in making the body that I forgot to hold back. Ha ha ha. He couldn't look Argent in the eye as he sweat while laughing. Argent's judgmental eyes pierced through Veldanava like a laser. It's not like all of the flesh and blood is from me, defended Veldanava. Only around 10% is from me. The rest are from analyzing the flesh of Fuxi and Nuwa. They should be around class 6 mid-tier in terms of strength though, muttered Veldanava in a quieter voice. Argent's head hurts. What am I gonna do here? This is too much power. Is he insane? Doesn't he know how much destruction this body could make in the wrong hands? For the sake of my mental health, could you promise not to make another body ever again? Argent said with dead serious eyes. Well, I don't know, maybe. Veldanava looked at Argent. And he wasn't happy with the answer. All right. I promise not to make another body. Sheesh, it's not like I'm just making these things. You and Feldway are the only ones I've created bodies for. Argent sighed in relief. He finally left his former material body that was made from the corpses of human prisoners, and went inside the body in the capsule. Veldanava and Late watch as Argent took the body as his own. He then got out of the capsule and stretched out his body and checked for abnormalities. This feels better than I thought. Argent's voice of compliment made Veldanava happy. Of course it is. That body is made by me. Moreover, the dragotite bones may one day evolve into divine steel once it's bathed in your magicules. That should make you much stronger. Veldanava handed Argent a weapon. It's a bit late, but here your weapon. In terms of quality that should be equal to Deva, Azura, and Ark. That weapon is called Rakshasa. Since you'll be fighting beings from other worlds, that weapon has a special quirk. Although where's the fun if I tell you? Grinned Veldanava. Argent held the weapon in his arm. The weapon easily accepted Argent as its master. Argent tried practice swinging the sword and was surprised with how light it is and with no wind resistance at all. This is a fantastic sword. Argent. Remember when I said one of the payment is a century interval supply of magicules from me? Do you want it now? My magicules should be enough to evolve you to demon peer. Then please do. Veldanava placed his hand in front of Argent. Argent felt dizzy with the amount of magicules going to his body. Too much. It's too much. The quality is too pure. Confirmed. The individual primordial silver Argent will now evolve to demon peer. Successful. With the words of the world as proof of the successful evolution. Argent was wrapped in a cocoon made of magicules. Once the cocoon opened, Argent's magicule count has been multiplied 5 times from its previous amount. Here, the rest of the magicules are in these condensed orbs. Veldanava gave Argent 4 orbs. 4 orbs. 400 years, huh? Not even 1 orb was needed to multiply my magicule to demon peer. The quality of your magicule is really something, Veldanava. Thanks. Argent stored the orbs in his stomach. Veldanava opened a gate in space. Want to try your new body and weapon? Invited Argent inside the other dimension. Of course. Quote. To be continued.